I'm CJ Hill. I'm a local musician in Halifax, and I'm the president of the Pavilion Youth Association. I've been working with the Pavilion for about, I think, almost 8 years now. I've been involved since I was younger. I grew up in the Valley, where there'd be few and far between shows for all ages. So we couldn't get to see a lot of live music, so we would all pile into a shitty car and drive all the way up to the city and go up to the box, the Pav, and have a great time, and then just be hooting and hollering all the way home. And we did that a couple times, and then I moved up to the city years later and started at the music business program at NSCC and found out that the Pavilion had closed. And that was heartbreaking to me and a bunch of other people in my class. So we started a group to fundraise to help the Pavilion open back up and start relations with the city again to start shows again. And I kept getting more entrenched and more involved, and now I'm running that.
Just a fucking matinee.
That's a pretty good day, eh?
It's a fucking pretty good day. I'm happy to come back to this fucking youth center. Because this has literally been the box that has housed some of my favorite memories in touring, not only the East Coast, but fucking touring in general. This place has always been a fucking ripper. So whoever's in charge of fucking keeping this place going now, fucking thank you guys so much for still doing shows. Because we rip across the country, and this does not exist anywhere else to have such a positive and amazing place. So everyone here, please help to keep this going. Please help to keep this place alive and keep doing shows and doing something amazing for your community. Because spots like this are why Halifax has such an amazing music scene and why bands like us love coming back. Because your city fucking rules.
I feel like it was a super important part of my life, even though it was so far away from where I grew up. It was integral to me and a lot of my friends in doing music and getting started. And I think that when I found out that it was closed, something happened in me that I needed to take action.
With that kind of a love for the Pavilion and what it meant to people, do you have a favorite memory from it?
Yeah, I think I have a couple, but definitely the best ones are the classic So and I shows coming up for those. They're just absolutely insane, as always. And then some of the Battle of the Bands. I think those events were really where I met people in Halifax, met people in bands, and formed this amazing community of musicians and friends that I have now. Those were the first steps in those, and yeah, I wouldn't trade any of that for the world.
What do you think the Pavilion creates for an importance for the city of Halifax and its music scene?
Well, I think you can see it in the bands that are performing here and the ones that are successful. Is there's always a connection to the Pavilion, either playing in their first bands there or going to see shows there, meeting friends there, meeting band members there. I think it was an incubator for a lot of what you see in our scene now, especially on the heavy side of things, but it branches out even further than that because there aren't a lot of places for kids to go see live music. So even the folks that not necessarily were into heavy music would go out to, with their friends to see live music, and then they get to take an interest in that and they meet people, they start their own stuff. It's really like an enrichment point in the city to have these things that venues like Radstorm are now carrying on since the loss of the venue, but it's needed in a healthy music community for sure.
Running a group that tries to encapsulate that feeling and that organization, what are your goals for the future?
Right now, we're without having a venue, we are just essentially partnering with bands and other shows to push all ages events. And we did our Battle of the Bands with a really huge production event at the Lighthouse Arts Center, which was amazing. We got a lot of youth bands on stage and got an awesome prize pack to the Winter Convulsion. That was amazing. We'd love to do that again. And yes, other things to the future, just like fundraising money so we can make some more all ages shows happen. That's really the goal. And whether that's ones run by people in the community that care about it, like you and like us, like that we want to have these shows, or if youth want to put on shows, we want to support them, and if they have hurdles with finances, we want to help support them in that way as well. We also have donated gear, and we want to make donations to Radstorm because they're a venue that is carrying on that spirit. Even with it being a smaller venue, they're packed to the gills every show. like there's definitely a need for it, and there's a crowd for it in the city. So yeah, we just want to put as much effort and time and money as into putting on all ages events so that kids can see live music.
Do you foresee having another physical venue at the Pavilion again one day?
I would love that. I think that's going to take a lot of partnership with different entities like the city and the community at large. But we are also happy in doing different venues and supporting other stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, of course, it would be amazing if we had 7 more all ages venues in the city. But yeah, we'll work with what we've got, and we're not going to give up.
Well, I think everybody in the music scene would agree. You're the guy heading the ship. You're the right guy for it. You're non-stop supportive of everybody. The local music scene wouldn't be what it is today without you.
I really appreciate that, but I have to shout out all the people that work with me, like my Pavilion board, all the bands and all the musicians that have helped me through this. Like could not have done this myself. I'm simply the guy that's just rallying the troops to make it all happen, and they're making it happen.
Well, we're all excited to see what you and the board do next.
Yeah, I'm excited too. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I think we've got some fun stuff to announce in the near future, and yeah. All ages shows forever, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Next, we have a fundraiser November 16th at Gus's Pub. It's $10 advance tickets, $15 at the door. All the proceeds are going to go to the Pavilion to do everything they want to do to continue on the legacy.
See you there.
See you there.